It's so microscopic that it's not seen with the naked eye. And I think what's important for people, for the general public to know, is the house dust mite is not the dust that you actually see. So the dust that you're going to take your dust cloth and wipe off your desk and wipe off your kitchen tabletop is not the house dust mite. That's not what's going to trigger your allergies. What's going to trigger your allergies is the house dust mite, which is living inside of the fibers of your carpet, which is living inside of the net of your curtains and the upholstering of your mattresses and of your sofas. So you can't really see that. And with years of lots of research, lots of scientific processes that have taken the house dust mite and dissected it, we now understand it slightly better than before. It's an 8-legged creature. It looks like which we call an arthropod. That's why it's 8-legged. And it basically looks like a little spider, and it's got sticky fat pads under its legs. And these sticky fat pads are what help it to attach to upholstering, and that's why they love upholstered surfaces. Now, what's important about those sticky fat pads is that if you take your pillow cover and your bed sheet and you put it into the washing machine, the house dust mite can swim. It's actually okay in water. So it's going to swim around in the washing machine, get turned round and round and round, and these sticky fat pads are going to help it to stick onto the upholstering. So it's not really going to go anywhere because they live between the fibers of the material. So if you turn your wash onto a hot wash, or you boil it in boiled water before, the dust mite, which is this tiny little creature, can actually shrivel up in the hot water, and then that helps the adhesiveness of the bottom of their legs to basically decrease, which helps it to basically stick off from your fibers, and then voila, you're now more effective in getting rid of the dust mite.
So you can't kill the dust mite. You can reduce its
yes,
adhesiveness.
You can reduce its adhesiveness. In some cases, they can shrivel up and die. The other thing that you can do is they don't like extreme temperatures. They're very fussy about their temperature, and they're very fussy about their relative humidity. So they don't like very hot, and they don't also like very cold. And that's why I often tell mums who have kids with all their stuffed teddy bears and their stuffed toys, take them all. I tell the child, because it's obviously a process. Children are attached to their toys. So I'll tell the mum, this is what you're going to do. And then I sit the child down on the floor and I say, listen, so your little Teddy and Mickey and Donald are going for a holiday to the freezer. And so the mum has to wrap it up in a packet, preferably 2 packets, into the deep freeze. Into the freezer, you leave it there for 24 hours. The dust mite freezes to death because it's inside. It's sitting inside of these little, and if you've got a 3-year-old who's highly allergic to dust mite and they're attached to their teddy bear, you're not getting that teddy bear away from them. By simply washing it, you're not getting rid of the dust mites. And this child is going to hug and kiss and lick and touch this all the time, which has a huge effect on their eczema, on their nose, on their chest and stuff. So into the freezer, you can do that with little scatter cushions as well. Into the freezer, out the freezer after 24 hours, you leave it out in the sun, it dries, and now you've killed the dust mite.